Tease. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Have you ever wondered why you're sitting in a city, working a 9 to 5, instead of out on a farm? Or why you can buy a t-shirt for less than a cup of coffee? The answer to these questions, and so much more about our modern world, lies in a period that completely reshaped human history, the Industrial Revolution. So, what exactly was it? Imagine a world powered by muscle, wind, and water. A world where almost everything was made by hand, and life was tied to the rhythm of the seasons. That was the reality for centuries. Then, starting in the late 1700s, everything changed. New inventions, like the steam engine, began to power machines in factories. This was the dawn of mechanization, and it didn't just change how things were made, it changed how everyone lived. This shift from agrarian farm-based societies to modern industrial ones was monumental. Suddenly, factories could produce goods on a massive scale. Textiles, tools, and all sorts of products became cheaper and more accessible than ever before. This created unprecedented economic growth and new opportunities for many. But this transformation had a dark side. One of the most dramatic changes was urbanization. As factories popped up, they needed workers, lots of them. People began leaving their rural homes in droves, flocking to the cities for a chance at a steady wage. This massive migration created the bustling urban centers we know today. However, these early industrial cities were often unprepared for the influx. Overcrowding, poor sanitation, and sprawling slums became common, creating difficult living conditions for the new working class. This brings us to the new social structure. Before, society was largely divided between the aristocracy and the peasantry. The Industrial Revolution created new classes, a powerful industrial middle class of factory owners, bankers and merchants, and a vast urban working class, or proletariat. For this working class, life was often brutal. They faced incredibly long hours, dangerous conditions, and low pay. It wasn't uncommon for entire families, including young children, to work in factories just to make ends meet. But people don't endure such hardship without fighting back. The harsh realities of factory life gave birth to one of the most important social developments in modern history, the labor movement. Workers began to organize into unions to demand better conditions, fair wages, and reasonable hours. These early struggles for workers' rights laid the foundation for the labor laws and protections many of us take for granted today. The revolution also reshaped the family and education, with both men and women, and even children joining the workforce. The traditional family structure began to change, and as industries became more complex, they needed a more skilled workforce. These spurred the creation of public education systems, designed to teach basic literacy and arithmetic, preparing the next generation for a new kind of work. Of course, we can't talk about industrialization without mentioning its environmental impact. The smoke-belching factories and reliance on coal began a trend of pollution that has led directly to the climate crisis we face today. It was the beginning of humanity's large-scale alteration of the planet's atmosphere. So, why does all this matter now? Because the echoes of the Industrial Revolution are all around us. The economic system of capitalism, our globalized supply chains, the structure of our cities, and the very concept of a job are all its direct descendants. In fact, many experts see a parallel between the Industrial Revolution and the Digital Revolution we're reliving through right now. Just as steam and mechanization disrupted the agrarian world, artificial intelligence and automation are reshaping modern industries and jobs. This constant cycle of innovation, disruption, and societal adaptation is a pattern that started back in those first factories. From the phone in your hand to the building you live in, the legacy of the Industrial Revolution is undeniable. It was a time of incredible progress and immense struggle, and understanding it is key to understanding our own world. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this interesting, please give this video a thumbs up. And hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into the events that shaped our world. Let me know in the comments what topic you'd like to see next. See you in the next video.